Mo, you know what? I could see you during the game. You sat right down the front. From what I could see from an angle, all I could see you throughout the game was you was next to somebody. You was just berating them all game, and you were like that. And you look. I've never seen you look so mad. Honestly, and I know you're a guy. You keep your cool a lot, but you were fuming today.
Robbie, I don't keep my cool. I just fake it when I come on here. Honestly, and you know that.
You were fuming.
Man, I'm so fed up of my club turning down opportunities to go and close this season off and deliver something. I'm so fed up of it. I really am. You know, Lee said last week that he doesn't like a lot of these players, and you know, I'm not going to say that, but it's very, very hard to fall in love with this team, man, because where is the bottle? Where is the heart? Look at the man on your t-shirt today, yeah? That man would have got a yellow card today because the passion would have been burning up inside of him. He would have been so annoyed. He would have left something on someone. He would have left a mark on the game, even if it didn't go his way. But I think to myself today, who really, really gave it everything? Who kind of like felt like a dagger in the heart of that defeat? One man, Lucas Torreira. He's the only person.
Torreira and Leno. About the only ones
listen,
really.
I'm not taking anything away from Leno, but you can't gauge a keeper's desire.
Do you
know
show
what I mean?
it on the pitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because the keeper, he's just in that 6-yard box. You can't really gauge it as a fan. Only Torreira can you gauge it and say he really wanted it, and he felt it. Leno was fantastic. That save that he made in the first half from the header was brilliant. And you know what? He really deserved that, his name being sung at the end. And I'm glad all of the fans did that because he really deserved that. He was brilliant for us. But we're talking about a 3-0 defeat and we're praising our keeper. And can you believe Leno? He must be thinking, boy, I played well today and I conceded 3 goals. It's a lose-lose. I'm fed up, man. I'm really fed up. And the problem is, some people might try and deflect it and say, oh, we were down to 10 men. We were rubbish with 11.
But did it have an effect though? Because it was 0-0.
Of course
it's 0-0.
Yeah.
Whether you say, listen, teams go away from home all the time and are rubbish and have been poor and haven't, but they still get a result, or they might be a draw. But the sending off for me did change it. You cannot deny it because and I'm not too sure. I mean, listen, you're watching it live. But for me, I didn't think it was a sending. I thought it was very harsh. The first one, I thought, well, what was that for? It was early in the game as well.
The first one, I thought, if the ref thought it was a cynical, intentional foul, I can understand given the yellow. But it was his first one very early in the game
as well.
And then the second one, I mean, Maitland-Niles committed 2 fouls and got 2 yellow cards straight away. And, I mean, I'm not being funny, but even the ref's style when he gave it to him, he gave him the yellow card, turned round, like he was like happy to do it sort of thing. And then Chilwell, towards the end, he's on a yellow. He fouled Torreira in the corner. Where's his second yellow?
I thought Chowdhury in the midfield, who I thought was a very good player, by the way. Yeah. Excellent. But he got away with it. Surely, if Maitland-Niles went, he had to go as well. He committed far more fouls. But Robbie, even though I'm not dissing him because I thought for a young player, very good player. But I thought the referee lost it today.
But Robbie, listen,
it did make a difference.
Look, I'm going to nip this referee conversation in the bud because did the referee cost us the game today? No. I don't want people to think that Arsenal fans are out there talking about the referee and that's why we lost the game. We lost the game because we don't have the heart. We don't have the desire. We do not have the bottle.
It makes it harder though when you've got 10 men.
But Robbie, listen.
And it's 0-0.
Tell me this, yeah? When Watford went down to 10 men, they were 1-0 down, they went down to 10 men. How did they respond?
Who responded well, but what was the result?
How did we respond? No, they lost, but it didn't get any worse.
And in most games, when teams go down to 10 men, what happens?
I don't care about most games. I'm going to give you 2 direct examples there. When we're up by a man, we don't go and push on. When we're down by a man, we go and capitulate.
I agree with everything you're saying. The heart and desire wasn't there afterwards. But the stats show it, that when you go down to 10 men, hold on, at 0-0, the majority of times, the team that goes down to 10 men do not win the game.
Robbie, of course, we know that. But let me ask you this. When you go down to 10 men, what is the ask? What does the manager want from the players? Every single one of you now raise your game by 10% and make up for that man. Who did that today? No one. That's it. And listen,
over top 4 over in the league.
Listen, the reason why I'm going to say it's over is because the only way we have a chance is because of other teams. But what good is it?
Would you even bother going for it now? Would you just...
Let me answer this. What good is it watching what other teams do when every time we get an opportunity, we turn it down? There you go, Arsenal. Go and beat Palace. No, all right, thanks. We'll just lose the game. All right, go on, Arsenal. Prove a point. Go and beat Wolves. Oh, no, go on, whatever. We'll just go and get battered. All right, Arsenal, you've lost 2 games on the trot. Go and do something against Leicester. Tottenham lost yesterday. Man U, Chelsea later on. Nah, do you know what? We're not really that bothered. No, we've completed the set. 3-2, 3-1, 3-0. What's next? -1 for us? I don't know anymore. But do you know what? Listen, it's obviously very, very hard to be positive today, yeah? Because that is shocking. You know, Leicester fans, Wolves fans, they're taking the mick out of us in the stadium. We just have to sit there and take it. I'm not used to that. I don't want that. But we all knew at the start of the season it's not going to be a seamless transition. I will still say Emery has improved us. Overall, to the naked eye, there is improvement. Yeah, any match-going fan can see that. Unfortunately, at the business end of the season, when it really matters, we're capitulating. But I just hope we can go and deliver that Europa League. Emery has improved us, and even though we're on really, really bad form now, I do still back him, and I do hope that he can do the business. He needs another transfer window, and he needs to be quite ruthless in the summer. And I just hope he does that. It's going to be difficult to go and do that job because there's players that I don't think other teams are going to want to take on the wages that we've got him on. But he deserves our support for the summer, and we just have to go and get behind these boys. Let's compartmentalise the league and how rubbish we are in the league right now, and let's put everything into that Europa League. Because ultimately, if Emery, I always said this, as long as it doesn't get any worse, even if we finish 6th like we did last season, but we're going in the Europa League, for Emery in his first season, that's fine by me. So let's keep on backing the boys. And one thing before I go, no one played well today, but Mustafi came in very difficult circumstances because his confidence is very low. He did okay. So I'm not saying he did great or anything like that, but he did okay. So well done, Mustafi. Let's back him and back all of the boys because they really need our support because they're not doing very well right now.